This is Transformers Generations Deluxe Class Drift. If you're unfamiliar with this character, it's because he is a comic book character from the IDW Publishing Transformers comic books. I didn't really see him in the animated shows, but he is a comic book character. And the story goes, well, he is armed to the teeth. He's like a samurai that's just ready to kill and slash. He's got 3 swords, 1 long blade and 2 shorter blades that are sheathed onto the side panels or side armor plates. He used to be a Decepticon assassin, and then one day he saw the light. On one occasion he was helping rescue a bunch of Autobots captured on a Decepticon ship, and he met Cup in the wreckers, and Cup decided to give him a chance, and he I don't know, he was part of a commando team that Cup formed later on, and I never really read after that. I mean, I don't read the comic books, the Transformers comic books, really. I just read a couple occasionally just to check out some of the characters, but not really. I'm not a big fan of the comic books. Also, I'd rather spend my money on toys instead of comic books, for the Transformers at least. Okay, so very nice figure. Very well designed. Let me just take him out of this pose. Very well designed. He has this like samurai inspired look, and it is very comic book accurate. I really like this figure, and I commend Hasbro for doing such a wonderful job with this figure. If you're in Manila and you're wondering where I got this figure, I got it at Our Toys in Green Hills, so you might want to check out that store. Lots of Transformers there. Hard to find ones, especially. He is a little bit bulkier than your regular average-sized Universe figure. As you know, as many of you know, the Generations line is the new, or is the successor of the Universe, the now defunct Universe line, which was the successor of the Classics line. So they will share a lot of attributes, similarities in transformation and look and feel and whatnot. But he is a little bit bigger for a deluxe class size. Not exactly taller, but just bulkier in mass, I suppose. Probably just the design of Drift. So let's get rid of that. Articulation. He has a ball jointed hip, thigh swivel, hinge knee, and a hinge, double hinge feet because of transformation. No waist articulation. Kind of a bit of a downer there. The armor plates are on ball joint and hinge joint. No upper torso movement. He's got ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed wrists, double hinged elbows. He's got a shoulder hinge, and an additional shoulder hinge, bicep swivel, Autobot symbols right there, some Japanese markings on the side, which we'll discuss later, and he's got probably the most interesting neck joint I've seen. Essentially it's a ball hinge joint, because there's a hinge that moves up and down and another hinge that moves it side to side. So you can get him in such interesting poses, like sideward looking up. So very nice. He's got a little bit of a light piping going on. Not sure if you can actually see it. Yeah, it's very faint. Let me see if I can just turn the... Okay, just a little bit of light piping, just to make his eyes glow. Okay, so very nice. Very happy, very pleased with this figure. If you see it on retail, I highly recommend you pick this guy up. I thought it was a bit early for Hasbro to come up with comic book figures, but that's what the Generations line is all about. So we'll get to see a lot of G1s, comic books, video game figures, and lots of surprises, I suppose. There he is in his robot mode, Drift. Okay, wonderful head sculpt, by the way. To transform him, oh wait, let me just show you the swords very quickly. The swords are all made of rubbery plastic. these bend as well. They sheathe very well. They fit nicely on both hands. For safety reasons, they're made of rubbery plastic. In some sites they've posted photos of the sword. It does have Japanese writing on both ends. They're identical. They're not Cybertronian. I don't speak Japanese, but a Chinese friend of mine says that the Japanese translation of the characters is almost identical to the Chinese translation of these characters. They also have Chinese counterparts which look exactly or almost identical to the Japanese characters. The first two characters mean the world, or the totality of the world, and the last two mean something like nobody can match him, that nobody can beat him. So literally translated, in the entire world there's nobody who can match Drift, but contextually it means he's the best in the world, I suppose. There's nobody who can top him. The sword will fit nicely on the back, which is also where it's going to be in alt mode. It kind of looks funny being raised too high, like a He-Man or Conan sword, but it kind of looks funnier if you push it downward. So it's best that you let him hold it. So we'll put the sword on the side for now and transform him in the meantime. So you want to go ahead and fold the handles, and go ahead and fold in the arms. They don't really tab in or anything, they just stay there. I'm going to fold them up, untab the hood, the windshield, which is his chest. You want to fold out the bonnet, cover his face, and form the front part of the car. Next thing you want to do is fold out the feet. Okay, then fold the feet inward like so. Okay, and then just slide them underneath the windshield. They don't tab in, they just stay there, which is a shame, really. I wish the windshield would have been more stable, and then it's just a matter of joining them together, like so. It's on very tightly, so I guess it's okay. And then you just tab in the doors. The tabs are really like the Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipes bonnet tabs. They're like puzzle pieces, jigsaw puzzle pieces tabs that you don't just snap them in. There's a way to snap them in. One way. Okay. And there is Drift in his Earth mode, I suppose. Drift racing car. If you watch the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, you'll know what I mean. The type of Japanese racing or drift racing that they practice out there. Hence the Japanese markings. Don't exactly know what this means. If somebody knows what it is, do put it down in the comment section. My Chinese friend said that in China, in the Chinese language, this symbol means to serve, and some websites have said that the character means like a follower, or a doer, a follower of the way, or a certain discipline. So I guess it's very similar. So clearance is very low, but he still rolls very well, and even in alt mode he is a little bit bigger than your average Transformer deluxe class figure. This is a movie figure, which is slightly bigger than a universe figure in alt mode. So a little bit chunkier, a little bit heavier. Probably get your money's worth on this figure, but very nice. I reckon he's one of those figures that is going to fly off the shelves very, very easily when he comes out on retail. So if he's in retail in your area, I highly recommend you pick him up. Wonderful, wonderful, even if you don't follow the comic books. So there you have it, the new Transformers Generation Deluxe Class Drift. I hope this video has been helpful in more ways than one to a lot of you who've been looking forward to this figure. Thanks for watching.